Hey guys, welcome back. As promised, a new video of my first week after Vipassana. I just wanted to share how things went the first week. I don't know, just sharing my experience, I guess. Coming back to the real world actually felt quite natural to me. I was expecting it to be harder and too many input from the outside, but I was actually quite alright and felt like I was just picking up my life where I kind of left it before. And from the moment, I think I shared this last week as well, from the moment we could talk again, I haven't really stopped talking. I think it's getting better now, but yeah, first couple of days for sure I was just like talking and talking. Well, actually, during the Vipassana I was thinking, I should actually talk less and listen more to people. So I'm still gonna try to do that, but I don't know, I just really felt the need to share so much with people. Hopefully I'll get there. Other than that, I must say, keeping up the meditation practice has been quite a challenge. At the start, I was super keen. I was like, okay, he told us to do it, an hour in the morning, hour in the evening. And I think I did it for like 1 or 2 days. And then I was like, oh, this is too much. Because I also got up at like 5 in the morning, which meant that I would have to meditate at like 8 until 9 and then go to bed. And I was like, well, like if I'm starting to work full time again next week, I'm like, I don't really have a life if I would do that. I don't know. I'm always a person that's like all or nothing. So I was like, maybe I should not be so strict for myself and just do the morning meditations, and every other meditation in the evening is just like a bonus. But even that is hard. Guess what? Well, it is really hard. I did it for I maintained it really well. I also got up really early, and it was actually nice because the days are just longer when you get up early. And for now, like, I'm just having a casual job, so that was quite easy. Well, it wasn't too easy, but I could get up at 5 and do my meditation. But then, the weekend happened, and when you have plans with friends and it's getting a bit, late. It was the first time on Friday drinking alcohol again as well after the Vipassana. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I had a little bit too much. Got a bit late. I was at home. I got home at like 3 a.m. So I didn't set my alarm for 5 a.m. to meditate. And did I even meditate that morning? I don't think so. I don't think I meditated on Saturday. Then did a little for me. It was 45 minutes yesterday. But I was just so tired, like the going out and alcohol thing really messed me up, and I'm still very tired to this day, and it's Monday. I don't know if it has anything to do with Vipassana or the fact that I'm 29, maybe both, who knows. I'm just super tired, and this morning I had to work at 7 and I didn't feel like meditating, so I didn't, and I still haven't done it. So yeah, there you go. Real world. It's hard. It's hard to pick up something like that. And, with every new habit, really, obviously you have to practice it, for I think at least 3 months for you to get used to that rhythm. And I'm already out of it. But it doesn't mean that I'm gonna give up. Definitely not. I just need some rest. I just need some sleep. I know, you can see it. My eye, I don't know what's going on with my eye. It's super itchy. I think it's just hay fever. And then feeling very tired. It's not a great combination. Anyways, aside from that, the after effects of Vipassana have been great. Like, I've been feeling so calm in my head, and just more clear. Like, I've got I don't know, a clearer mind, I guess. I got a lot of things done, like a lot of boring stuff, like a lot of admin stuff, but it was just like this list that was always in my head of things I needed to do. And I was like, I just kept on pushing it away. And yeah, last week I did all of it and it feels good. It feels good to get shit done and get it out of your head. So that was really good. I actually had a really good week anyway, because I got the news that my working holiday visa got granted, which was amazing because I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it. So that was amazing. The owners of the house that I'm living in now, they're selling this property, so me and my housemate needed to find a home. And since, you know, the house market basically everywhere in the world right now is really hard, you know, it was very stressful, but we found a house as well, so that was also good news. And then next week I'm starting a new job, so yeah, it's been really good. But I also noticed that, okay, when I got my visa granted, I was like super happy. It was like rocketing. I don't know. Yeah, no, I was really happy about that, and you know, just like all the good news. But I was like, in my mind, I tried to stay equanimous as equanimous. Wow, my English is great today, guys. Sorry for that. Yeah, so I tried to not take I tried to not let the happiness take over as much. So, you know, to just like keep a stable mind. And yes, of course I can feel happy about it, but not, you know, I don't know. I just feel like I'm like, okay, you know, this is happening, but you know, anytime shit can happen. So yeah, let's just stay, you know, at the same level. So I really tried that. But yeah, it's been really good. And I'm very curious how things are gonna be when something shitty does happen. How you know, if I'm gonna react differently this time. But we'll see. Then I also had an interesting conversation or discussion with someone from the Vipassana course that I did. He sent me a really long message about, I don't know exactly what his experience was, but he said that he realized that he had a bad experience, and he said, well, yeah, he believed that we got brainwashed and manipulated and that it's a cult. And he had like all these points with you know, reasons why it was manipulation and brainwashing and all of that, which was quite shocking to me actually, because I was like, oh, like I had a total different experience, not at all manipulative or brainwashing. But then, you know, if someone says it, I don't know, I started to question myself as well. I was like, did I get brainwashed? I don't know. You know, how do you know if you get brainwashed? I don't know. So yeah, but I let it sit for like a couple of days, and then I really took the time to reply to him and say why, you know, why I disagreed on all those points, really. I don't know. It was a lot about, this is my view, I also shared that with him. I don't know, I felt like it's so easy to not take responsibility ourselves for things. So he would say things like, you know, they don't teach you a proper position to sit for a long time. And I was like, well, no, not really. I mean, they say keep a straight, keep your back straight, and that's about it. But you know, like, I don't know, like, everybody is different as well. So you can tell someone, oh, this is, you know, this is the way to sit, but that might not work for that person. So what I did, for example, every meditation, I would kind of like, you know, figure out a position that worked well for me. So I would put cushions, I don't know, underneath my knees so they would be higher, or underneath my hips so I could tilt my hips. And even if, you know, if that doesn't work out, some people sat in a chair for 10 days. Like, there are so many options. I don't know. I was like, well, you know, you can take some responsibility for yourself. Like, how old are you? I don't know. I think, yeah, that was my opinion. He also felt like he had this point saying that the teacher would say, so they would tell us to, you know, throughout your life or after the Vipassana, to keep on practicing it. And he was saying that that them recommending for us to keep on practicing that was the same as a Christian cult. As in, yeah, you keep on repeating, I don't know, something about Jesus, and then you start believing it. And I was like, I don't understand why that would be the same. Because if you learn a new thing, I don't know, you start to play tennis, obviously you're gonna practice a lot to get better, right? So I don't know, I think that's the same right now with, you know, with this whole meditation technique. Of course you're gonna have to practice it over and over again in order to get better at it, or to get the most out of it. And by them recommending to do a Vipassana every year, he also thought that that was a bit sketchy. But it's donation based, so they're not gonna make money off of it. And I think a yearly refresher would be really good, because, you know, the rest of the year you don't have any moment where you're silent in an environment like that, like in the middle of nature, for 10 days, and just, you know, just meditate and be by yourself. That doesn't happen in real life. Yeah, so I don't know, a lot of his points were invalid to me, and I shared my thoughts with him as well. And, you know, he appreciated it. It was like, like, I'm not shaming him or anything. And I think it's good to hear different people's experiences, especially if, you know, I had a very different experience from him. But yeah, I think I think it was very interesting. And, you know, we had a good discussion kind of about it. Just very, I don't know, just very a mature kind of conversation about it, I guess. So I don't know, maybe I could have, I don't know, maybe I've changed his mind on his side. I don't know. That's up to him. But yeah, I don't think we got brainwashed or it's a cult. I also feel like with a cult, you worship a person or a god or whatever, and that's not the case here. They just learn you they teach you a meditation technique, and he sometimes refers to Buddha. Buddha not as in the god, but more as the person. I think I talked about this last week as well. So yeah, I guess he does refers to something religious, but he is not convincing you to become a Buddhist. That's not about it at all. It's more about the teachings that I guess Buddha or like I don't know his name. That he left. That he left behind. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And it's the same with any religion, really. Like, I'm not religious at all. I'm not really a fan of, religions. But I feel like the base of every religion is kind of the same. Like, and is it part of a religion, or is it just like human decency? Like, how to be a decent human being? Like, don't kill others. Love thy neighbor, that sort of thing. So like, I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with that. To be honest, I think it would be a good thing if everyone would follow those kinds of things. I think it's just part of life. I don't know anything. Anyway, I'm just rambling now, and I'm just really tired. But so that was kind of my first week. It's hard. Maybe it's even harder than the 10 days itself. It also just feels like it doesn't even feel like I've been back for a week. It feels way longer. And also it kind of feels like it never happened. It's really weird. Like, in the moment at the Vipassana, I just felt, it just felt like never ending. And then you're back. And then, I don't know, it just feels like it never happened. I know, like, for a message to myself, consistency is key. I just have to pick it up again. And taking care of myself as well, especially resting. I must say that I haven't had any meat yet, because I don't know, it kind of made sense for me to not kill other beings for myself. I wouldn't say that I'm 100% vegetarian now. I think I would still, if I would go out for dinner and I don't know, we're having shared plates, or I don't know, I feel like meat, I would eat it. But I'm gonna try to eat less for sure. It's cheaper, it's better for the planet. It's, we're not doing any harm to animals, so I think that's a good thing. I just have to watch. Like, I don't know anything about like vegetarian nutrition, and I've tried it before, and then I would just like cut out the meat basically, and I would feel so depleted and not having any energy, and so I have to be careful with that. I think I'm gonna leave it to this. I also don't really have any groundbreaking insights to share yet. I must say that at the start of the week, the meditations were quite good. Like, I was quite focused, and I was just like very focused. And now when I do it, it's just like all the thoughts are coming back. So I'm just like sitting and thinking for an hour, which is very annoying, but I'm not gonna judge it. I'm just gonna observe it, and I'm just gonna try it. I'm gonna keep on trying. Not gonna be too hard on myself, because I really feel like this is the way to go for me to get further in my journey, I guess. Just one more thing that I wanted to share is that it's funny, like 2 months before the Vipassana, I pre-ordered a book from Young Pueblo, his new book Lighter, and it came in while I was at the Vipassana, and when I came back I opened it, and it was just so crazy. Like, I open it, and on the cover it says, "Let go of the past, connect with the present, expand the future," which is like, it's just like that's all we try to achieve, you know, during the Vipassana. And on the back it says, a radically compassionate plan for turning inward and lifting the heaviness that prevents us from healing ourselves and the world. And I was like, what? That's what I tried to do during the Vipassana for 10 days. And then reading the book, I discovered that he himself did a Vipassana as well. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. It's really nice to read because, I don't know, it's like kind of like a reminder to myself, I guess. But yeah, so yeah, that was my first week after my Vipassana. I'm gonna try to get back into my routine. And yeah, from next week on, I'll be working full time again, which is gonna be completely different too. So we'll see how that goes. So stay tuned. And yeah, if you want to, you know, if you're interested in Vipassana or want to do one yourself, go to dhamma.org, dhamma.org, find your nearest meditation center. And yeah, I would still recommend it to everyone. It's a great start. It's a great start for the rest of your life. So yeah, I'll see you next week. Right, bye.